Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my astrology channel. So today I want to talk about the monthly astrology of the month of September 2024, next month. Now, before I begin my video, I just want to thank everyone for contributing to my channel, for liking, subscribing, commenting on my channel, and appreciating my content. I really am grateful. So thank you very much. Now, the last several months of 2024 is going to be very interesting. And next year, 2025, is very eventful. Now, every year is eventful, but there's going to be a lot of changes in 2025 as well. But let's focus on September 2024 for now. Now, September 2024 is going to see Uranus turning retrograde in the sign of Taurus. Now, Uranus turns retrograde every year, and it's been moving through the sign of Taurus since 2018. And it's in the last few degrees of Taurus now. So with Uranus moving through Taurus, now Taurus is an earth sign. It's a fixed earth sign. And Uranus is this revolutionary energy. It brings changes, it brings freedom. It is chaotic energy, it brings instability, but also innovation, also freedom through this erratic changes. Now, in the sign of Taurus, now Taurus is a fixed earth sign. So the energy of Taurus is very much opposite to the energy of Uranus. Uranus is about massive change, sudden change, and Taurus is about stability. It doesn't like change. So Uranus retrograding in the sign of Taurus, this is an opportunity for all of us to rethink, rework, revisit the changes that we have made over the last several months in the year 2024. So we are kind of revising and slowing down on the changes that we have brought wherever your Taurus sign sits in your chart. So that's the area where we are kind of rethinking and reapproaching and bringing these new sense of freedom, new changes through reworking our energies there. So we're not rushing into making changes, and whatever changes we are making, we are rethinking those energies in the month of September and for the next few months. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, this is very interesting. Now, Pluto has been moving through the sign of Capricorn since 2008, and in 24, it entered Aquarius. Now, in September, for next 3 months, is going to re-enter the sign of Capricorn for one last time. And then after November 2024, is going to go back in the sign of Aquarius for the next 20 years. So next 3 months, September, October, and November, is the time when Pluto, the planet of transformation, planet of chaos, of crisis, of trauma, in the sign of Capricorn, which is an earth sign, a cardinal earth sign, which is all about our external vision. It's about how we are perceived, our reputation, our goals, our life direction. So this is the kind of final opportunity to rework our energies wherever Capricorn sign sits in our chart. Now, it's very important because since 2008, whatever transformation we have experienced in wherever Capricorn sign is, it's all up for revision for one last time. So this is a good time to really tap into your inner power, your personal strength, and empower yourself basically to bring these changes, the final transformation, so that when we move on to our Aquarius house after November 2024, when Pluto enters Aquarius, we are ready to bring these transformations to our hopes and wishes, our aspirations, our future, basically. So we are releasing ourselves from earthy energy of Capricorn and entering in the air energy of Aquarius, which is going to be all about mind, mental pursuit, and connecting with others, collaborating, collective conscience, and all that. So that's very interesting next 3 months. Now, on the 2nd of September itself, there is a new moon in the sign of Virgo. Now, new moon is all about setting new intentions. It's about new beginning. And Virgo is an earth sign, a mutable earth sign. So here, what we are doing is we are setting new intention, hoping for new beginning through shifting energy, renewing the energy, of Virgo, wherever your Virgo sign sits in your chart. So here we are seeking a feeling of security through order and clarity, through being productive, through being useful. And all this is happening in the way we go about our daily life, how we organize ourselves, our schedules, our time, our routines, our habits, all that. And these are not just on a physical level, can also be on subconscious level. So here we are seeking to bring new energy in our well-being, our health, our daily life, our work, our environment, and all that. Now, on the 4th of September, Mars enters Cancer. Now, Mars is all about energy. It's how we take action. It's our motivation, our ambition, our assertion and all that. And Cancer is a water sign. It's a cardinal water sign. It's all to do with our feelings and emotions. So here, there can be a strong emotional nature to this Mars in Cancer. Here, there's a strong focus on self-nurturing, self-mothering, because Cancer is all about mothering yourself, nurturing yourself. And Mars here really brings focus to self-care, especially expressing your emotions and feelings. Now, there can be difficulties in setting boundaries as well during this time with this Cancer energy. So nurturing can feel a bit chaotic with this Mars because it's very impulsive energy. Mars is an impulsive energy. So there can be a kind of repressed energy. So if you have repressed anger, don't repress it. Don't push it down. Really bring it, let it come up to the surface and find healthy outlets, healthy channel to express these repressed feelings. And, if you have any issues, it's important to communicate and share and, understand, get a better understanding of your emotions. Now, on the 9th of September, Mercury enters Virgo. So Virgo is, again, earth sign. Mercury is comfortable in Virgo because it rules Virgo. So here, our thinking, our thought process, our communication is very deliberate, very measured. It's can also be very critical of self and others. So here, we are very practical, very analytical, very logical in the way we communicate and connect and our thought process and all that. So we don't like to be rushed with this Mercury in Virgo. We don't want to rush, definitely not. So definitely it's going to be a very measured communication. We are thinking, we are overthinking. Virgo is the sign of overthinking, and Mercury in Virgo is analytical because it overthinks. So it really goes over a certain thing again and again, and thus it can communicate. So it's very measured, very logical, and does not like to be rushed during this time. Now, after that, now on the 17th of September, there's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and eclipses are all about shifts. It brings massive shift. Now, the lunar nodes will be shifting in the sign of Virgo and Pisces from January 2025 for 18 months after that. Currently, the eclipses are on the Aries and Libra axis. From January, it will shift into Virgo and Pisces. So in September, we'll get a kind of a taster of what this is going to mean next year. Now, so this lunar eclipse in Pisces is going to bring massive shift due to endings. Okay, so something is going to end for something to begin. So that's a massive shift, and this happens all the time. So if you have planets in Virgo and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, or any planets or angles in the sign of Pisces, then you will experience some kind of culmination, especially of past patterns. And this will make you become more aware of yourself, because it's, at the end of the day, all about self-discovery. It's about understanding yourself, your needs, your emotions, where you're heading and all that. So lunar eclipse in Pisces is going to bring culmination to past patterns. So that's something you can begin, and this can be a new start to your spiritual journey as well. So here it's important to tune into your feelings. And, if something ends, let it end. If it's not healthy, it's better it ends so that something healthier can begin. It's important to focus on what you can make out of your life in a healthier way. And this will only happen when you shift from the tendency of self-sabotage and release past pattern and limiting mindset. So a cycle will end and something new will begin over the next 18 months over the next couple of years, in fact, for if your planet's in Virgo and Pisces. So this is going to be all about clarity, order, healing, and spiritual expansion, basically. Now, on the 22nd of September, Sun enters Libra, thus starting the Libra season, and also Venus enters Scorpio. So focus is going to be a lot on relationship, partnership, deeper connection, shared resources, values, and how we connect with these energies. So we are seeking balance, harmony in our life, in our partnership, and our resources during this time, towards the end of September. And on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra. So here again, Mercury is communication, thought process, and Libra is a sign of balance. So we are seeking balance as we communicate with others. And we want to consider all sides. We're not making decision based on one opinion. We want to incorporate all opinions and find a balance at the end of the day, and not come to quick judgments and all that. So that's the energy of September 2024. Now I will discuss all the 12 zodiac sign and what you can expect, what each sign can expect in the month of September. So let's begin with that.
Hello, my lovely Aries. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Aries, in the month of September 2024, there is going to be a main focus for you, for your sign, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The main focus will be in your second house, sixth house, your fourth house, your seventh house, eighth house, and your 12th house. So the themes around finances, your work and health, your home environment, your relationship, your shared resources, your deeper connections, and just the need to, recuperate and, rest and rejuvenate. These are the themes that is in focus in the month of September. So straight up on the 1st of September, Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus, plus Pluto, the retrograde Pluto, which is already moving in retrograde motion, enters Capricorn. Now, Pluto has been in the sign of Capricorn, has been moving in the sign of Capricorn since 2008. But in the year 2024, it moved back in the sign of Aquarius for a few months. And now it's back in the sign of Capricorn, just the last couple of degrees of Capricorn, and then it will move back in the sign of Aquarius once and for all for the next 20 years in November 2024. So in September, Pluto is retrograding back in the sign of Capricorn. So the themes of the last 15 years will resurface. So how you have been managing your Capricorn energy in your chart, Aries, which is your 10th house, your career, and your reputation, all that is up for review again. Now Uranus is turning retrograde in the sign of Taurus on the 1st of September in your second house, so that's your finances is under a review as well. So your career matter and your finances both are under review for the next few months. And any changes that you have made with Uranus, it's all about big changes, erratic changes, sudden changes, changes that brings freedom. In second house, it is more focused on financial freedom around your value, your self-worth. And with Pluto retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, it's around your reputation, your place in the world, basically. So all these are under review. Now, on the 2nd of September, there's a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your 6th house. So here, there can be some sort of new manifestation, new, goal setting, new energies around your work and health matter. So this can mean, a new working condition, maybe a new job, or better working condition, or a better relationship with your colleagues, and also around your health. So this is a great time to start a health regime, a workout plan or a diet plan, whatever you want to. Besides work and health, 6th house is also about your schedule, your routine, how you go about your daily duties and daily life. So all that is, so this is an opportunity for a fresh beginning, whether it's physical new beginning or just change in mindset that leads to new energies, fresh start in your 6th house matter. So that's on the 2nd of September. Now on the 4th of September, Mars enters Cancer, Aries. Now Cancer is your 4th house. So 4th house is about home and family matters, your emotional foundation, your inner contentment and all that. So with Mars energy, which is a fiery energy in the sign of Cancer, this is going to give you a protective and somewhat defensive energy around your home matters, home environment, your family. So security of your home and comfort is definitely in focus during the month of September. And this is a good opportunity also to also release any emotional burdens from past Aries. Now, on the 9th of September, Mercury enters Virgo in your sixth house. So new moon occurred in the sixth house. Now Mercury is entering Virgo on the 9th of September in the sixth house. So that is, again, focus is on work and health. So just be cautious of your work environment, your relationship with your colleagues. There can be some sort of disagreements or tension around work schedule as well. So just be cautious of this Mercury entering retrograde, because Mercury is about communication, your connections. And in your sixth house, it is more focused on your daily, how you go about your daily life and work matters and all that. Now, on the 17th of September, there is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces in your 12th house. Now, this is very interesting because the lunar nodes will be shifting on the Pisces and Virgo axis next year. So this is the first of the series of eclipses on the Pisces Virgo axis in September 2024, on 17th of September 2024. So here in your 12th house, this is going to be all focused on releasing any past burdens and renewing your spirituality, renewing your inner connectedness, how you connect with source, how you connect with your inner self. So here it's important to release and heal any repressed part of you, Aries. Now, Sun enters Libra on the 22nd of September, thus starting the Libra season. And on the 22nd of September, the same day, Venus enters Scorpio as well. So there's a lot of focus on your relationship, because Libra is the opposite sign to Aries. So that's your 7th house in focus. And Venus, which is the planet of relationship, is moving from Libra, from your 7th house to your 8th house. So most of the month of September, the focus was in your 7th house with Venus in the sign of Libra, but it's shifting on the 22nd of September. So your focus is shifting from relationship, social interaction, personal time with others. Now with the 8th house energy, you are making these relationship deeper. These deep connections are healing as well. So it's very important to focus on, how it transforms you, and also connect with people who bring some value to in your life, some deeper meanings, some sort of fulfillment. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra, which is your 7th house. So Venus exits Libra on the 22nd of September, and Mercury enters Libra on the 26th of September. So again, your relationship house is going to be in focus most of September. So here you're communicating with the others. Social interaction is again in focus. You are addressing any relationship issues, any communication problems that may arise due to your interaction. And this can be around your career matters, your health matters, your home matters. It can be around your work matters. So all these can really, kind of sum up this energy of 7th house for you, Aries, in the month of September. So overall, the focus is going to be a lot around your work matters, your home matters, your relationship, your resources, whether it's self-earned or from others, shared resources and all that. So all these is going to be the main focus in the month of September for you, Aries. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Taurus. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Taurus, in the month of September, for you, the main focus is going to be a lot around yourself, your sense of self, your faith, your creativity, how you express yourself, your communication style, your connection, how you connect, your friendship group, your hopes and wishes, your aspirations, your health matters, your work matters, and your relationship. Now, the month of September begins with a retrograde Uranus in the sign of Taurus, in your sign. So right on the first day, Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus, for you, the first house, plus Pluto, which is already moving in a retrograde motion in Aquarius, enters Capricorn on the 1st of September. So, and that would be in your 9th house. So you have this energy of a retrograde Uranus plus the retrograde of Pluto in Capricorn, both earth sign, Taurus and Capricorn earth sign, in your 1st and 9th house. So there's a lot of reviewing happening where your 1st house energy and your ninth house energy is concerned. Now, with Uranus retrograde, you're reflecting a lot on how to reinvent yourself, or if you have reinvented yourself, you know, your personal brand, your goals, your ambitions, your image, and all that. You are reflecting on that. You're reworking how to bring a bit more sense of freedom within yourself. Now, this reading is for Taurus rising, sun, and moon. So if you have rising sun and moon, then you are really very much focused on reworking, reflecting, reviewing your personal brand, your image, how you come across, how you project yourself. And Pluto, which is about transformation, is in Capricorn, retrograding in Capricorn in ninth house. So it's all about your faith, your personal philosophy, learning, traveling, exploring, and all that. So all these are up for the review, and really looking all the transformation that you have experienced since 2008 in your ninth house, Taurus. It's all, it's all up for a last minute review, because Pluto will be retrograding in the sign of Capricorn till November. So the last few degrees of a Capricorn is definitely up for review, and you're reworking your personal philosophy in the month of September going forward for next couple of months. Now, on the 2nd of September, there is a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your fifth house. Now, new moon is about manifesting new energies. It's about new beginning, fresh start. It's a kind of renewing kind of energy as well. Now, Virgo is a sign of your productivity, how your usefulness, your duty, service, your work, health, and all that. So in the fifth house, this new moon energy is going to be a lot focused on your creativity, your self-expression, the need to let your hair down and have some fun, bring more energy in there. It can also lead to new love, romance, children, spending time with children, more affection, more passion in your life. So this is a good time to bring that energy in your life, Taurus. Now, Mars will be entering Cancer in your third house on the 4th of September. So there's a lot of Cancer energy as well. So Taurus, for you, there's a Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy, Cancer energy. So there's a lot of earthy kind of energy, especially in the first half of the month of September, the first 2 to 3 weeks. There's a lot of earthy and kind of emotional energy, the watery energy and earthy energy. So Mars enters Cancer in your third house. Now, third house is a house of communication and connection. Mars is all about energy. It's about drive, ambition. So here you're feeling more confident in your thoughts and opinions, and this can also make you kind of defensive if you're challenged in your thoughts and opinion. So just be mindful of that energy. Now, Cancer is kind of emotional, so there may be some sort of passive aggressiveness as well with Mars and Cancer energy in the terms you express yourself and the way you communicate yourself. So just be mindful of how you're coming across to others. Now, Mercury enters Virgo in your fifth house on the 9th of September. So that is going to make you a bit more expressive creatively. So you're expressing yourself more clearly, more creatively, and there may be an interest in arts and creativity around this time when Mercury enters your fifth house for the rest of September. Now, there is going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces, which is your 11th house, on the 17th of September. So this is kind of a major shift in your 11th house energy. Now, lunar eclipse is all about awareness. It's about, understanding, thus bringing changes, thus ending or releasing energies that is not fulfilling or is not, good for you. So here there may be a shift in social circle. You may be leaving behind an old group or project or friends and trying to kind of embark on new energy going forward. So this is a good time. There is going to be a transformation and emotional shift around this time where your social standing is concerned, how you connect with people is concerned, is going to shift. Now, on the 22nd of September, Sun enters Libra, thus starting the Libra season. So here, your sixth house, Libra is your sixth house, so that is your work and health matters. So here, a lot of focus will be on work and health from 22nd of September. Now, Venus has been moving in the sign of Libra the first 3 weeks of September and will be entering Scorpio on the 22nd of September. So already Venus has been kind of bringing a lot of focus in your sixth house matter, how you connect at work, how you represent yourself, how you connect with other people, your working condition, your job, and all that. Also, your health matters. So Venus brings a positive energy in your sixth house. So this makes you productive and kind of appreciated by your colleagues as well. Now, when Venus enters Scorpio on the 22nd of September in your seventh house, this is your relationship house. So you will be kind of more focused on personal time with others, whether it's your significant others or whom or whomever you are connecting with. So you want more personal time than group setting. So with this with this lunar eclipse in Pisces in the 11th house on the 17th September, as you release old groups, now you're shifting to spending more time with, now you're spending more time in building personal relationships. So you're going to value commitment more during this time, and you will get more attention from others as well, Taurus. So this is a good time to also meet someone, which can lead to long-term relationships. So definitely a great time to connect with people as well. Now, Mercury will enter Libra again in your sixth house on 26th of September. Now, Mercury has been moving through the sign of Virgo in your fifth house. Now, on the 26th of September, almost like last week of September, it enters Libra. So your sixth house comes back in focus. So here again, the focus is on work, health, and just be mindful of your work environment. There may be some sort of tension, or if there may be some sort of there can be a possibility of some tension around your work environment. So it's very important to focus on your productivity, your usefulness, and how you can deliver your best performance, basically, Taurus. So overall, Taurus, in the month of September, there's going to be a lot of focus on your expression, your communication, how you creatively express yourself, your connections, in your networking, how releasing anything that is not good for you, your work and health matters, your relationship, and your sense of self as well, your faith, your philosophy, and all that, Taurus. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Geminis. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Geminis, in the month of September, for you, there's going to be main focus on how you connect with yourself, your inner connectedness, the need to release past burdens and ingrained behavior that's not useful for you. Also, there's going to be a lot of focus on transformation, on resources, on your home, your family, your emotional self, your finances, your money. There's a lot of focus on your career, your reputation, your image, how you present yourself outwardly, and how you are viewed outwardly as well, how other people perceive you. Also, your self-expression, your creativity, the need for love and affection. Your work and health matters, your everyday life is also very much in focus in the month of September, Geminis. So, Gemini, the month begins right on the first day, September 1st. Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which is your 12th house. And on the 2nd of September, Pluto, which is moving in a retrograde motion already, will enter the sign of Capricorn on the 2nd of September in your 8th house. So, right off the bat, straight up, there is a retrograde energy of two transpersonal planet in your 12th house and 8th house energy. Now, 12th house is the house of your unconscious self, your subconscious mind, your emotional self, your inner life. And 8th house is a house of transformation, of deeper connections, of how you value yourself and how you're perceived by others. So here there is an opportunity to revisit these energies. Now, Uranus has been in Taurus for many number of years, and it turns retrograde every year. So here you are basically revisiting any past wounds. You're releasing any ingrained behavior that has been kind of instrumental in self-sabotaging, undoing yourself. And this can be anything 12th house related, which is can be past patterns, energies that are not good for you, which you have been, entertaining in your life, which is not fulfilling. And this is mostly your psychological self. It's not a physical thing. The 12th house is not a physical house. It's not to do with external energies. It's to do with your own psychology, your own subconscious self, how you have been limiting yourself. So this is an opportunity to revisit these past wounds and rework and connect with your present desires, your future desires, and all that. Now, Pluto will be retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, 8th house. So here you are transforming, forming deeper connections, and really looking at your resources, especially the joint resources and shared resources. If there are debts and all that, or loans or anything, this is the time for the next couple of months you are reworking on these energies, because 8th house is the house of transformation. So Pluto is a natural 8th house ruler. So here there's an added energy for the need to transform your resources, basically your finances, how you see yourself, any kind of value system, your personal value system as well, needs to be reworked. Now, there would be a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your 4th house on the 2nd of September. So the month of September begins with a very heavy energy, straight up of a lot of transformation, changes. Now, these changes may be already in the pipeline, but in the month of September, you will see these movements. So new moon in Virgo in your 4th house brings these changes in your home environment. You may be relocating or redecorating your house, whatever that might be. New moon energy is bringing new beginnings. So your home matters, your family matters. There's a kind of a new enthusiasm around that. And also your emotional foundation, your inner world. You are kind of bringing this fresh energy going forward in the month of September. Now, Mars will enter the sign of Cancer in your 2nd house on the 4th of September. So there's a lot of energy around your financial endeavors. You are very much focused on, improving your finances or really having a financial plan. And all this is connected to your sense of self-worth, your value system. It's not about what you have, but it's all about how you value yourself. And Mars will give you that confidence within yourself that even if you don't have it, you will have it. So that's how you value yourself. It's not based on physical resources. It's based on the qualities you have, Geminis. Now, Mercury will be entering Virgo on the 9th of September in your 4th house. So again, your home matters is in focus. So here there will be a lot of communication around your feelings, your emotions, and these will be a little bit easier to communicate as well during this time. Now, Virgo is a very analytical sign and Mercury is exalted in Virgo. So it will be much easier to connect with your emotions, your emotional foundation, what is important to you, your feelings. 4th house is a house of feelings. It's a house of emotions. So here you're able to communicate what is, inside of yourself, and not just communicate, you're able to understand as well. You're able to analyze these feelings as well, Geminis. Now, there will be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces on the 17th of September, which is your 10th house. Now, 10th house is a house of career, but more importantly, it's a house of your reputation, your public image, how you come across to others. So here, there is a sense of renewal here. There's a massive shift in the way you are perceived, your public image. Now, Pisces is the sign of that can deal with self-sabotaging or limiting yourself due to past patterns. So here there's a shift in your public image. You're ending self-sabotaging behavior around how you are seen publicly. And also, if you're stuck in some sort of perception of how others view you, that is going to shift following this lunar eclipse in the 10th house. Now, this eclipse in Pisces is going to begin the next 18 months, starting from January 2025. The nodes will be shifting on the Virgo and Pisces axis in January 2025. So this is one of the first of those series of eclipses that is kind of shifting your whole energy around your home, your home matters, your emotions, your feelings, and how you are perceived externally. So there's a need to balance your own emotions, what you feel, how you're feeling with how you're perceived externally. So you're balancing your internal world with your external world going forward, Geminis. Now, Sun will be entering in the sign of Libra, which is your fifth house, on the 22nd of September, thus starting the Libra season. So here the focus is on the fifth house. Now, fifth house is the house of pleasure, it's the house of creativity, it's the house of joy, it's the house of your children, it's the house of love and romance. So here there is going to be a lot of focus on that as well. So this is a great time to express yourself creatively, great time to start a passion project or something you are, passionately connected with. This is a great time to begin that. Now, Venus has already been moving in the sign of Libra from the beginning of September. And on the 22nd of September, it will move in the sign of Scorpio. So Venus is already in your fifth house the first 3 weeks of September. And on the 22nd, it moves in your sixth house.
So, with the fifth house Venus, you could be expressing yourself creatively, affectionately, and playfully. This could be time when you also start dating or engage in romance and something that you're passionate about.
So, with Venus in Libra and then in Scorpio, you are kind of making sure, that the way you connect with people is more on a genuine way and you're connecting with the right people. And you're also focused on your, time at work, your health, your daily routine, how you express yourself, how you connect with yourself, and what is in your heart. What does your heart desire? Fifth house energy is the heart's desire, Gemini. So you're connecting with that going forward. Now, Mercury will enter Libra in your fifth house on 26th of September. Now, Mercury has been moving in the sign of Virgo since 9th of September. And on the 26th, it will enter Libra. So your fifth house energy is back in focus. So most of the month of September, there's a lot of focus on your fifth house and then following on your sixth house. Now, fifth house is obviously creativity, self-expression, passion, love, romance, children and all that, pregnancy and all that. So here, there's a need for a balanced approach. Libra is a sign of balance. Mercury is communication. So there's a need to express yourself, communicate yourself in a balanced manner, Geminis. So definitely it's a month of movement for you, Geminis, but it's also a month of connecting with your emotions, your feelings, not self-sabotage and release any past wounds, move forward. And this is more on psychological than external. Also, there's a shift in your image, your public image, how people perceive you, and because you're focused a lot on these new beginnings where your emotions are concerned, and definitely your work, health, and your need to have pleasure, enjoyment, joy, going forward and all that. And there's a need to approach all these energy in a balanced way, Geminis. Thank you.
Hello, my lovely Cancer. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Cancer, in the month of September, for you, there's going to be main focus on your 11th house energies, your 7th house energy, your 3rd house, 1st house, 9th, 4th, and 5th. So that is going to be all about your social circle, your relationship, how you communicate, your self-image, how you portray yourself, your faith, your personal philosophy, and your home and family environment, and the way you express yourself, your creativity, your need for pleasure and enjoyment, basically, Cancer. Now, right at the beginning of the month of September, on the 1st of September, Uranus will turn retrograde in the sign of Taurus. Now, this is your 11th house. Your Taurus sign sits in your 11th house, Cancer. So this is going to be all about your social circle, your aspirations, your hopes and wishes. Now, Uranus has been moving in the sign of Taurus for many years now, and it goes retrograde every year. Now, this time around, there is going to be a lot of focus on what's been happening this year up till now. So all the energies that you experience in your 11th house and your social circle is up for a revisit. It's time to rework and review these energies. So here you are really kind of looking into the freedom that comes with your social circle, or the lack of freedom that comes with the social circle. So you can further your network here. You can change whom you collaborate with, or you can connect with your aspiration, your hopes and wishes, how you want to see your future, where you want to go. Now, Pluto is retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, but on the 2nd of September, it enters Capricorn. Now, Pluto has been transiting the sign of Capricorn since 2008 for the last 15 years. And Cancer, you are a cardinal sign, and Capricorn is a cardinal sign. It's your opposite sign. So your relationship matters, your social interaction, how you connect with people, your significant others, or anybody who's, of significance in your life, your personal life. Those energies has been going through major transformation since 2008. Now, in the month of September and for the next couple of months until November 2024, there is an opportunity to revisit your relationship, revisit your social interaction, how you connect with people, basically. So here, personal relationship, connecting with people on personal level is very important. So you are reworking that, you're reviewing that, and thus bringing a transformation going forward, Cancer. Now, there's going to be a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your 3rd house on the 2nd of September. Now, new moon is all about new energy. So manifesting new energy, setting new intentions, fresh start, new beginnings and all that. And it's happening in your 3rd house. Now, 3rd house is a house of communication, connection, your neighborhood, your immediate environment, your siblings and all that. So you are reconnecting with them on a different level or in a renewed manner. So this is very good energy with this new moon in Virgo. You have this feeling of security now. You want to focus on the feeling of security now, and you will have greater clarity and structure going forward in the way you connect with your immediate environment. Now, Mars enters Cancer in your sign, in your 1st house on the 4th of September. So there's a lot of energy around your sense of self. You're more assertive and active now. There's more physical energy, and this is a great time to also start a new project or go for an image makeover, whether it's on a psychological level or a physical level. This is a great time to, go for some sort of change. Now, Mercury will enter Virgo in your 3rd house on the 9th of September. So the first 9 days of September, Mercury is moving through the sign of Leo, which is your 2nd house, which is all about finances and your value system. Now, on the 9th of September, it enters Virgo, your 3rd house. So here, mental pursuits are accelerated. Teaching, communication, networking, all these are in focus, and there's a need to bring some sort of clarity and order in the way you communicate and connect. Now Mercury will enter Libra on the 26th of September. So from the 9th of September until 26th of September, it's going to be all about how you're communicating and connecting with others. And then on the 26th of September, the focus will shift to your home and family environment, how you connect with your family members and your home environment. Now, Cancer, on the 17th of September, there is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces, which is your 9th house. Now, 9th house is the house of your personal philosophy, your faith, the need to explore and expand, the need to learn and to connect with people from different cultures and background. So here with the lunar eclipse, which is all about culmination, it's about awareness, fulfillment, endings. Here there would be some sort of letting go of old beliefs, and you are kind of maybe, or you could be completing an education program as well. So here your personal philosophy is up for review, and there is a need to release anything that is stuck or not useful for you going forward. So any sort of belief system, philosophy, the way you perceive things, if they are outdated, there's an opportunity with this lunar eclipse in the 9th house to release that in order to move forward, Cancer. Now on the 22nd of September, Sun will enter the sign of Libra, thus starting the Libra season, which is your 4th house. Libra sits in your 4th house, Cancer, which is your home and family matters, your home environment, your emotional foundation, your inner world. So here the focus shifts from communication and connection to home and family matters. Now, Venus will be moving the sign of Scorpio in your fifth house on the 22nd of September. So, until then, Venus will be in your fourth house in the sign of Libra. So, from the beginning of September until 22nd of September, Venus is moving through the sign of Libra. So, the focus is in your fourth house matter. Now, with Venus in the fourth house in the first 3 weeks of September, there is focus on your surroundings. You want to connect with your loved ones, your family members. Maybe you want to relocate or redecorate. So this is a great time to really focus on your inner world. And on the 22nd of September, when Venus moves in the sign of Scorpio, it's going to be all about being playful, having a great time, maybe start dating, or connect with your children, or just express yourself more freely, more creatively, more affectionately. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra. So here the month ends with Mercury ingressing in the sign of Libra, which is your fourth house again. So the focus comes back to your home and family matters. So again, there's going to be communication about your feelings and your emotions. So this is a great opportunity to have these balanced communication with your people you are surrounded by, and also to express your emotions and feelings. That's very important. With Mercury in your fourth house, there's a need to connect with your own emotions and express them more in a balanced way, Cancer. So overall, Cancer, in the month of September, there's going to be a lot of focus on your home life, your emotions, your feelings, how you communicate, how you connect with others, your need for creativity, playfulness, having fun. Also your personal philosophy is going through a shift. There is an opportunity to communicate in a new way, and also your social circle and your relationship, is going through a review, and there's a need to release if the energies that are not useful for you going forward, Cancer. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Leos. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Leos, for you in the month of September, the main focus is going to be around your third house energy. So your communication, connections, your immediate environment, also your home matters, your finances, your value system, your reputation, your career, the need to retreat, the need to rejuvenate, the need to rest, and also your shared resources and shared finances and all that. So, Leos, the month of September begins like straight up on the 1st of September. Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus in your 10th house. So, 10th house is the house of your career, your public image, reputation, and all that. Now, here, Uranus turning retrograde in the 10th house means there is an opportunity to revise and perfect your career game plan, or your future, your aspirations, your goals, your life goals. And this doesn't have to do with a job. This means entire life plan. It's up for review, and there's a need to also connect with what is fulfilling for you in terms of where you're heading in life. So if you think you are stuck in a certain way, maybe a job, a career, this is an opportunity to seek more freedom, more opportunity, where you can express yourself in authentic way, in a progressive way. And that's what is up for, review and reworking, and thus bringing changes going forward. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, which is moving through the sign of Aquarius in a retrograde motion, enters or re-enters Capricorn on the 2nd of September. Now, Capricorn is your 6th house, Leos. So 6th house is the house of your work, your health. It's the house of your work environment, colleagues, job, daily life, routine, schedules, habits, and all that. So with Pluto, moving through the sixth house for you since 2008, there has been a lot of transformation, transformative energies, changes in your sixth house matter, which is your health and your work and daily life. So there's a lot of things happening there. Now, on the 2nd of September, there's an opportunity to revisit them and see how far have you come, and if there is a need to bring further changes or transformation, end something that is not helping you grow and bring in new energy, something new that is more fulfilling. So here you could be, starting a exercise plan, a workout plan, or changing jobs, or maybe your working condition, you're reviewing that if it's good for you moving forward and all that. Now, on the 2nd of September, there's also a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your second house. So new moon is about new beginning. It's about setting new intentions. It's about, just new, fresh energy, something not tried before. So here with your second house energy, there is an opportunity for some sort of fresh start or new beginning in your finances. Second house is about finances and your value system and your possession and resources and all that. So there's an opportunity for new beginning where your finances are concerned, Leos. Now, Mars will enter Cancer on the 4th of September. Cancer is your 12th house. Now, 12th house is a house of retreat. It's a house of your subconscious self, the house of isolation, taking a rest. It's a house of your health, mental health, your well-being, healing. So here with Mars in the 12th house, there's a lot of energy being spent in these matters. So this is a good time to retreat and reflect, your self, your what inspires you, what is healing for you, how to release past patterns, and also there's a lot of energy. So it could be like a prep time for you as well before Mars moves in your first house in the sign of Leo in October. Until then, this is a great time to retreat and reflect and take time, to rejuvenate and rest. And so that when Mars moves into your first house in your sign, then that's a very busy time. Then you're, really putting a lot of things in action then. So here, this is a good time to prep. So, reflect, retreat, rest your energies in order to give your 100% moving forward. Now, Mercury will be entering Virgo in your second house on the 9th of September. So until 9th of September, Mercury is moving through your first house in the sign of Leo. So this is a great time of communicating and connecting and really be a little bit more assertive in terms of what you desire about yourself. Where do you see heading in life? So this is a good time. The first 9 days of the month of September, you are really communicating and really putting your self-image, your personal brand, in front, really projecting yourself in a very positive way, in a very expressive way, in a very grand way as well. Now, on the 9th of September, when Mercury enters Virgo in your second house, there's a need for some sort of financial planning or increase in productivity and more like intellectual pursuits around your finances. So here you could be, maybe starting a side hustle or looking into income streams, something where you can use your skills and your communication capabilities to increase your finances. So this is a good time to plan a budget and have some sort of game plan regarding how to allocate your resources effectively. Now, there is going to be a lunar eclipse on the 17th of September in the sign of Pisces, which is your 8th house. Now, lunar eclipse is about awareness, it's about endings, culmination, moving forward, releasing and all that. So an 8th house is a house of transformation. It's a house of shared values, shared resources, deeper connections and all that. So there is a transformation where your shared resources are concerned. There are changes, internal changes that leads to these transformations. So there will be money matters where shared finances are concerned. You may be building some deeper connections going forward and also releasing old traumas and dependency on other people's resources as well,
or bringing in new energy in order to form these deeper connection where you can have access to shared resources. So definitely some sort of shift is happening where shared resources are concerned, whether they are coming into your life or you're releasing any dependency on those. Now, Sun will enter Libra in your third house on the 22nd of September, and Venus enters Scorpio on the same day, 22nd of September, in your fourth house. Now, until 22nd of September, Venus has been moving the sign of Libra. So the energy of Libra for the first 22 days of September is focused on your third house. So all about communication, interactions, maybe going for interviews, giving interviews, networking and all that. So there's a lot of focus, and it's a good because you will really impress others with your words, the first 3 weeks of September. And after and once Sun enters Libra on the 22nd of September and Libra season begins again, there's a lot of focus on how you communicate and connect with people. Now, when Venus enters Scorpio on the 22nd of September in your fourth house, this is a great time to surround yourself with loved ones, family members, maybe redecorate your home or relocate. You're also feeling very romantic during this time with this Venus energy, this planet of love and beauty in your fourth house. You want to bring this love and beauty in your fourth house environment, in your home environment. And with this Scorpio energy, you are looking for a deeper connection. Now, Mercury will be entering Libra in your third house on the 26th of September. So Mercury entered Virgo in your second house on the 9th of September, and towards the end of September it enters Libra. So again, the focus is back on communication, your mental pursuits, mental flexibility, your communication is more charming and all that. So definitely this is a great time to share ideas, information with others, communicate, connect. Really great time for you, Leos. So overall, Leos, in the month of September, the focus for you is going to be a lot on communication, connections, your surroundings, the need to express your emotions, your feelings, the need for transformation, your finances as well. There's a transformation in your finances, ending any dependency and embracing new ways of making money, Leos. And also you are definitely revisiting and reworking your career goals, your plans, how you want to where you want to go forward, where do you see yourself in future. And also use this time to retreat and rest so that you can give more energy to things that are more important for you going forward, Leos. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Virgos. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Virgos, in the month of September, for you, the main focus is going to will be in your second house of finances, your resources, your value system, your ninth house, which is a house of your personal philosophy, your fifth house of creativity and affection and pleasurable time and your children, your 11th house, which is the house of your social circle and your aspirations and hopes and wishes, your first house, which is a house of self, your seventh house, which is a house of relationship, and your third house, which is a house of communication and connection. So Virgos, right straight up on the 1st of September, Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus. Now, Taurus is your ninth house. So here with Uranus turning retrograde, which is a planet of freedom, of erratic changes, of instability, and just, thinking outside the box. In your ninth house, which is all about personal philosophy, here there's a need to rethink and rework your philosophy in life, basically. So this can be an eye-opening experience, So this can be an eye-opening experience around your faith, your philosophy, around how you learn. So this is a good time to broaden your horizon and see where you feel freedom and where you feel restricted, and thus bring changes. So there's a need to revisit your personal philosophy, Virgos. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, that has been
moving in a retrograde motion in the sign of Aquarius, enters Capricorn or re-enters Capricorn. Now, Pluto has been moving through the sign of Capricorn since 2008, and this is your fifth house, Virgo. So, Pluto has been moving through your fifth house since 2008. Now, in September 2024, it will re-enter Capricorn for one last time and until November 2024, and then after that it will be moving back to Aquarius for next 20 years. So here you have last few months to rework your energies around your fifth house matters. Now, fifth house is a house of love, romance, it's a house of pleasure, it's a house of children, it's a house of your self-expression, creativity, your passion projects, your heart's desires and all that, Virgos. So here with Pluto retrograde, there's a need to reflect on the changes and tap into your inner strength and power in order to move forward with this fifth house energies. Now, there will be a new moon in Virgo on the same day, on the 2nd of September. So first house is in focus again because you're the sign of Virgo and new moon is in the sign of Virgo. So your self-image, your sense of self, how you project yourself, your personal goals, your personal philosophy, all these are, up for a new beginning, a fresh start. So this is an opportunity to set new intention regarding how you want to see yourself, your personal goals, your image, physical image, mental image, whatever that might be, your outlook, your mindset and all that. So with first house energy, there's a lot of focus on yourself, your physical self. So this is a good time to start something new in terms of your inclination towards your personal philosophy, or maybe a makeover, if it has to be a physical, maybe a image makeover, or whichever you want to change yourself on a personal level. This is a great opportunity to do that, Virgo. Now Mars will be entering Cancer on the 4th of September, which is going to be your 11th house of social circle, your aspirations, your hopes and wishes and all that. So Mars is energy, and in the 11th house it brings a lot of drive, motivation to connect with your social group. So here you may be working in a group or leading a team or wanting to achieve a common goal with others in a team environment, and also this is an opportunity to work on your aspirations, future goals, your hopes and wishes and all that. So this is a good time to rework your goals, and you will feel very motivated and driven to focus on these going forward, Virgos. Now Mercury enters Virgo, your sign, again in your first house on the 9th of September. So the first 9 days of September, Mercury is moving through the sign of Leo in your 12th house. So they might have been some sort of self-doubt or restricting your communication or not expressing as you would like. But on the 9th of September, when it enters in the sign of Virgo in your house, in your sign, in the first house, you feel more you feel more alert, more motivated to communicate what you want to communicate. So this is a good time for communication. There might be a potential nervousness or distractions because of with this Mercury energy in the first house, but still this is a great time to express what you truly feel going forward, Virgos. Now on the 17th of September, there is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces in your 7th house, so your opposite sign. So this brings focus to your social interaction, your personal connections, your relationship with others. So here with the 7th house energy and a lunar eclipse occurring there may be endings to significant relationship during this time, or a massive shift in a partnership that you may be engaging in. So here this change is going to bring more awareness regarding your understanding of relationship, how you deal and how you connect with other people, and also will help you eliminate any disagreements or discuss any issues, thus moving forward or either ending a relationship or redefining one, Virgos. Now, Sun will be entering Libra on the 22nd of September, thus starting the Libra season. So the focus is in your 2nd house of your finances, resources, and your values. So again, there's an opportunity to understand your finances, your income,
and really, have a better financial plan going forward. Now, on the same day, on the 22nd of September, Venus enters Scorpio in your third house. So until 22nd of September, so the first 3 weeks of September, Venus is in the sign of Libra in your second house. So this is a great time to review your finances, maybe bring new energies, there may be some kind of financial increment during this time, so more money may be coming in, or you could be starting side hustle, or just having a better financial plan going forward. Or you could be spending, because second house is also the house of possession, so you may be spending money to acquire possessions during this time. So just be mindful of how much you're spending and have money issues later on. So just be mindful of your expenditure in the first 3 weeks of September. Now, when Venus enters Scorpio on the 22nd of September in your third house, here you will be very much intellectually stimulated. So your communication will be better, more deeply rooted. You're not interested in superficial communication anymore. So you really want to attract people and connect with people on a deeper level with this Venus in your third house. So here you will be able to impress others with your speech as well, Virgos. Now, Mercury enters Libra on the 26th of September, again in your second house. So the focus is back in your money house, in your finances. So again, there's a need for some sort of financial planning, increase in productivity, intellectual pursuits around your financial matters, Virgos. So overall, Virgos, in the month of September, the focus is going to be a lot on your finances, on yourself, on your personal philosophy, relationship, how you communicate and connect, and your group project, and how you, present yourself in a team to work towards a common goal, Virgos. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome to your September 2024 astrology reading, monthly astrology reading. Now, Libras, the month of September is quite crucial for you because there's a lot of Libra energy in the month of September. There is Venus in the sign of Libra in the first 3 weeks of September. Then Sun enters Libra as well on 22nd of September. And there's Mercury entering Libra towards the end of September. So there's a lot of Libra energy. But there are other aspects of your life, Libras, that will be in focus as well in the month of September for you. So there's going to be focus in your 8th house, which is a house of joint finances, resources, and deeper connections. Your 4th house, which is the house of your home and family environment. 12th house, which is all about your subconscious self, your psychological patterns, ingrained behaviors, and self-sabotaging patterns as well. Your 10th house of career and reputation. Your 6th house of job, your work, health, and daily routines and habits. Your second house, which is about finances, resources, and your values. And of course, the first house, which is the house of yourself. Now, straight up on the 1st of September, Libras, Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus in your 8th house. Now, 8th house is the house of resources, joint resources, and your finances and all that, your deeper connections and all that, emotional bonds and all that. So with Uranus turning retrograde, there's a need to rethink and rework what fulfills you on a deeper level, Libras. The emotional bonds in your life, that's what you're reviewing and trying to bring some sort of freedom, some sort of energy around your 8th house matters. Now, Uranus is a planet of revolution and change. So here with this retrograde energy of Uranus, it is a time of revision, your deeper connection. You are re-strategizing and rethinking how you connect with people on a deeper level. So all the progresses that you have been making in the 8th house until now, all that is up for revision during these next few months as Uranus moves in a retrograde motion in your 8th house. So again, deeper connections and resources are definitely up for a revisit during this time. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, which is moving in a retrograde motion, the sign of Aquarius, re-enters Capricorn in your 4th house. Now, Pluto has been moving through the sign of Capricorn since 2008. So your 4th house has been going through transformation since 2008, Libras. And fourth house is the house of your feelings, of your emotions. It's the house of your, your home environment, your emotional foundation. So with this Pluto retrograde energy, there's a need to reflect on the changes and transformation that you have experienced over the years, and also tap into your own personal power, your inner strength, in order to bring these transformation and changes going forward where your own emotions and feelings are concerned, Libras. So you are eliminating anything that is not good for you, Libras, and embracing what is powerful, what empowers you and helps you move forward. Now, new moon will be in the sign of Virgo in your 12th house on the 2nd of September. Now, new moon energy is all about new beginning, manifesting new starts, setting new intentions and all that. Now, with the new moon in the sign of Virgo, there is a need to feel secure, and a need to bring order and clarity. And it is in your 12th house, so which is a house of your psychological self, your subconscious, things that are not clear, things that are hidden. So there's a need for some sort of, understanding of your own hidden patterns, your psychological self, your self-sabotaging patterns, and bring in a new energy. This can be a very emotional time as well, Libras, with the 12th house, new moon in 12th house. So it's very important to have more clarity and focus on your healing and, what fulfills you, and do rest and recuperate if you need to, because 12th house is the house of retreating and really, thinking over where you're heading going forward, Libras. Now, Mars will be in the sign of Cancer. It will be entering Cancer on the 4th of September in your 10th house. So 10th house is the house of your public image, of your reputation, how others perceive you. It's the house of your vocation, your career, and your life direction and all that. So with Mars in your 10th house, there is going to be a lot of motivation, drive, and ambition regarding your career goals and your reputation. There's a lot of action happening from the 4th of September in the way you're perceived, how people see you, and they will be viewing you as quite formidable, powerful force with Mars in the 10th house. Now there's a need to be realistic and honest in your manners as well as you pursue your goals, Libras. And also there can be some sort of possible conflict with authority figure, or changes in authority figure, or the way authority or superiors view you, Libras. So definitely a great time to push forward on your goals, on your career goals, on your reputation, and really, embrace what is best for you going forward. Now, Mercury will be entering Virgo on the 9th of September, which is going to be again your 12th house energy. That's where the new moon occurred just, a few days back. So that's where the new moon occurred on the 2nd of September. So with the new moon energy of, bringing new intentions, starting afresh where your healing is concerned, with Mercury entering Virgo in your 12th house, this can stimulate imagination and intuitive perception. So here it's a good time to meditate if you feel overwhelmed, or if you have any self-doubt. This is a great time to meditate and take a break, and just be cautious of any sort of mental distortion during this time, because with 12th house energy, it's quite a nebulous energy. 12th house can be a confusing energy. With Mercury there can be some sort of confusion on your way forward, how you want to do it, where you want to go, wherever you are. So how do you want how to move forward? There can be some sort of confusion around that. But towards the end of September, on the 6th of September, when Mercury enters your first house in the sign of Libra, things will become a lot clearer. So this is a good time to really, connect with your intuition. If logic doesn't make sense during this time, Libra, connect with your intuition for answers. Now, on the 17th of September, there's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces in your 6th house. Now, lunar eclipse is all about culmination. It's about awareness, understanding, especially with the sign of Pisces. It's about your spiritual journey, your subconscious self, your psychological self, your inner healing, your feelings, your emotions, and all that. So lunar eclipse is going to bring a massive shift due to certain endings in your 6th house. So that is not so the sixth house is a house of your work and health. So here you may be letting go of unhealthy habits or work routines, or you may be resigning from a job or moving on to another job or something, or you are more focused on your health during this time. That brings a kind of a new beginning. So here there's a possibility of some shift around your work and your health matters and just your daily routine, how you go about. So definitely anything that is no longer serving you or not good for you, Libras, it's time to release in order to bring new positive energy going forward. Now, on the 22nd of September, Sun enters Libra, thus starting Libra season, which is your first house. So your self is in focus around 22nd of September. Now, on the same day, on the 22nd of September, Venus enters Scorpio in your second house. So until 22nd of September, that is the first 3 weeks of September, Venus is moving through the sign of Libra. So the month of September is all about you, Libras, anyways, because Venus is in your first house. Now, first house is a house of self. So here you could be going through maybe an image makeover. Maybe you want to change your look, the way you present yourself, the way you project yourself, or your life direction. So this is a good time with this Venus in the first house. You may come across quite charming as well during this time, and you may attract people easily during this time, and people are more cooperative with you and you are more cooperative with others. Now, on the 22nd of September, when Venus enters Scorpio, here you may want to surround yourself with things that you most value with the second house energy. So you want stability, and here you become more aware of those around you with Venus in the second house, and people who bring value to you, Libras. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra in your first house. So Mercury was moving through the sign of Virgo from the 9th of September in your 12th house. Now, on the 26th of September, it enters Libra. So this is a great time. You feel more energized, you're more alert, you feel more intelligent, you're more communicative, you engage in balanced communication, you're considering all sides and all that. So this is really a good time to have balanced thought process. You're more charming, more social in your communication and all that. So this is a great time to really project yourself the way you want to project yourself, and it will come across very harmonious and balanced, most definitely, Libra. So it's a great time. The month of September is a great time for you, Libras. There's a lot of focus on your sign. So yourself, your self-image, your work, health, your finances, your reputation, your public image, your career, the emotional bonds, the resources, and your emotions and feelings are definitely in focus during the month of September, Libras. Thank you.
Hello, my lovely Scorpios. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Scorpios, in the month of September, the main focus for you is going to be in your 12th house energies, your first house, your 7th house, 11th, 9th, and 5th. So here there's a lot of focus on your relationship, your social circle, your personal philosophy, your heart's desire, the need to retreat and take a break, your subconscious patterns, self-limiting patterns, your self-image, and all that. Now, as soon as the month of September begins, 1st September, Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which is your opposite sign, Scorpio. So here, your 7th house of relationship is in focus for the next few months. Now, Uranus has been moving through the sign of Taurus for a few years now, since 2018, and through your 7th house. Now, in the month of September, it's going to turn retrograde. So retrograde Uranus is all about revision. It's about slowing down and rethinking, reapproaching, re-strategizing all the changes that has come about in your relationship over the years, basically, Scorpios. So here you are seeking progress. You want some progress in the 7th house matter, but it's important to revise what has already happened until now. So any toxic or unfulfilling relationship or connections or partnership or interactions, there's a need for to rework those or to redefine those or release those if it's not useful or not good for you. So they may fade away during this time, and you will probably grow a new perspective around relationship and how to connect with people, basically, Scorpios. Now, Pluto, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, which is moving in a retrograde motion through the sign of Aquarius, will re-enter Capricorn in your third house. Now, Scorpios, Pluto has been, shifting through the sign of Capricorn since 2008. So your third house has been going through transformation since then. Now, third house is the house of how you communicate, how you connect, your mindset, your ideas, your thought process, your how you share information, how you share ideas, your immediate environment, siblings, and all that. So, in the month of September, Pluto re-enters Capricorn for one last time until November 2024, and then it will move out of the sign of Capricorns once and for all and into the sign of Aquarius for the next 20 years. So this is your last opportunity to reflect on the changes that has come about where your thought process is concerned, how you communicate is concerned, your relationship with your surroundings is concerned. So here there's an opportunity to tap into your inner strength and power as you communicate your truth, Scorpios. Now, there is a new moon in the sign of Virgo on the same day, on the 2nd of September, in your 11th house. So 11th house is the house of your social network. It's your aspirations, hopes and wishes, your goals, your future goals and all that. So here there will be some sort of new energy, opportunity for fresh start where your 11th house matters are concerned. So with new moon in Virgo, there's a need for feeling of security, and this is associated with order and clarity. So there's a need for some sort of order and clarity where your 11th house energy is concerned, Scorpios, and there's an opportunity to see things in a new light going forward. Now, Mars will be entering Cancer, the sign of Cancer, on the 4th of September in your 9th house. Now, 9th house is the house of your personal philosophy, your faith, your experiences in life, higher learning, traveling, exploring, and all that. So with Mars in the 9th house, you crave new and interesting experiences going forward, Scorpios. You want to learn new things. Now with Mars, Mars is energy. It's can be impulsive energy as well. So in 9th house, you may be defensive about your morals and beliefs. So you need to be cautious of how you come across as you express your beliefs, as you express your faith and your personal philosophies and all that. But you're definitely very much in need of new experiences. So there could be some travel around this time as well. Now, Mercury will enter Virgo on the 9th of September in your 11th house. So on the 2nd of September, there's a new moon in Virgo in your 11th house, and now Mercury enters Virgo in 11th house. So there's a lot of focus again on your social interaction, your friends, your social group, your team projects and all that. So here there's an opportunity to learn from these. You have a unique way of thinking during this time with this 11th house Mercury energy, and it's important to think in a realistic way as well, in an organized way, in a more clear way with Virgo energy, because there's a potential for impractical thinking and unrealistic ideas as well with this 11th house energy. Now, they can be a really innovative and out of the box thinking, but there's a thin line between being creative and innovative and being unrealistic. So you just need to be more clear about what you're communicating, how you're communicating, especially in your social group, in collaborative efforts, in group projects and all that, Scorpios. Now, on the 17th of September, there's a lunar eclipse occurring in the sign of Pisces in your 5th house. Now, 5th house is the house of creativity, is the house of your children, is the house of your heart's desire, love and romance and all that. So lunar eclipse brings massive shift. It brings a change. It brings something comes to an end for something to begin. So this is a turning point for you, Scorpios. Now you may be releasing a project, a passion project, something, and maybe getting ready to embrace a new one, or there could be some kind of changes around your heart's desire, maybe children, creativity and all that. A new life, some sort of new energies is beginning, definitely going forward, Scorpios.
Now, on the 22nd of September, Sun enters Libra, thus starting the Libra season, and Libra is your 12th house. So here the focus shifts back to the need to heal, your well-being, your subconscious self, your limiting patterns, your ingrained behavior, and all that. Now, on the same day, Venus will also enter Scorpio in your first house. So, on the 22nd of September, Venus enters Scorpio. But until 22nd of September, so the first 3 weeks of September, Venus is moving through the sign of Libra in your 12th house. So, here again, there's a need to rest and rejuvenate before Venus enters your first house, when it's going to be a lot about, connecting with people, interacting, because people would want to, connect with you when it enters your first house. So the first 3 weeks is a great time to rest and recuperate before you become more social and start interacting with people more from 22nd of September. So definitely the first 3 weeks is a great time to connect with people on. So definitely the first 3 weeks of September is a good time to connect with others on emotional level, but also focus on your own emotions and your own healing during this time. And on the 22nd of September, as Venus enters your first house, you're quite charming during this time. You could also be looking at an image makeover. Maybe you want to change your look, or you want to do something, and you will come across very pleasing to others as well. And people will be cooperative towards you, and you will be cooperative towards other people as well. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra. So again, the focus is back in your 12th house in the sign of Libra. So this is a great time to stimulate imagination and really trust your intuition. If logic doesn't make sense during this time, Scorpios, this is a good time to meditate and connect with your intuition. There can be some sort of confusion and mental distortion as well with Mercury in the 12th house, because 12th house has this energy of it has this nebulous energy, so it's an unclear energy. So there's a need to really calm yourself down, rest, meditate, if you are feeling confused about something, or if you have some self-doubt about what you want to achieve going forward. This is a good time to rest and really connect with your intuition as well, Scorpios. So overall, Scorpios, the month of September is a lot about rest and healing and focusing on your well-being. Then as the month progresses, there's focus on your personal philosophy, your social groups, other people, connecting with other people, relationship, your heart's desire, yourself as well. So definitely good time to rest and then interact with people going forward, Scorpios. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Sagittarius. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Sagittarius, in the month of September, for you, the main focus is going to be on your daily life, your routines, your habits, your work, your health matters, also your finances, your resources, your reputation, your career, your shared resources, shared finances, your value system, how you connect with others on a deeper level, your home and family environment, your emotions, your feelings, your social group, your collaborative efforts, your group projects, teamwork, your hopes and wishes, and also the need to rest and rejuvenate, your well-being, and your inner healing, Sagittarius. So the month of September, Sagittarius, begins with Uranus turning retrograde on the 1st of September in the sign of Taurus, which is your 6th house, Sagittarius. So 6th house is the house of your work and health and daily life and your habits and routines and all that. And Uranus is the planet of revolution, change, and chaos, and instability, and innovation and all that. So here with Uranus turning retrograde in the 6th house, there's a need to slow down. There's a need to reassess your daily life, your habits, your routines, your schedules, your work, your what do you do on a daily basis. And there's a need to find a balance in your schedule. If you feel everything is haywire and chaotic, this is a good time to revisit and rework your schedule and find some sort of balance, stability in your daily life. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, which is moving in a retrograde motion through the sign of Aquarius, re-enters Capricorn in your second house. So here, your second house energy is back in focus. Now, Sagittarius, Pluto has been moving in the sign of Capricorn since 2008. So you have experienced many transformation, many changes in your second house, which is the house of your finances, your income, your expenditure, the house of your values, your resources, your sense of self-worth, Sagittarius. So here in September, Pluto re-enters Capricorn for the one last time in your second house for next couple of months until November 2024. Then it will leave Capricorn once and for all and re-enter Aquarius for the next 20 years. So you have a few months, September, October, and November, to rework your finances, your sense of self-worth, your values, Sagittarius. So here, with this retrograde energy of Pluto, this is an opportunity to reflect on the changes and tap into your inner strength and power where your money making capabilities is concerned. So if things has been unsettling where your finances are concerned, Sagittarius, this is the time to tap into your inner power and see what you can do in terms of managing your finances and thus reinstating your sense of self-worth, Sagittarius. Now, there's going to be a new moon in the sign of Virgo in the 10th house on the 2nd of September. So new moon is all about setting new intention, new beginnings, seeing things differently in a new light. And 10th house is the house of your vocation, your career, your life direction, your reputation, your public image, and all that. So with this new moon in Virgo, there's a need for feeling of security, and there's a need to bring order and clarity where your reputation is concerned, Sagittarius. So this is a time to look at your career goals, professional goals in a new light, bring new energy, and also how you're perceived by others in a new light. So this is a good time to look at your life direction, your reputation and all, and bring some sort of new energy in it. Now, on the 4th of September, Mars enters Cancer, and that is your 8th house. So Sagittarius, Mars is going to bring energy and intense experience through deeper connection, through other people's finances, through how other people value you. So there's going to be a lot of transformation here. Now, Mars is energy and it's impulsive and it's can be assertive, aggressive, and all that. So here you're more observant, and it's important to think before you make any quick judgment as well, where your finances are concerned, or shared or joint finances are concerned. If there are any debt, Sagittarius, this is a time to think about repaying them as well, and also change what does not serve you anymore, thus bringing transformation in your 8th house matters. Now, Sagittarius, Mercury will be entering Virgo in your 10th house on the 9th of September. So until 9th of September, Mercury is moving through your 9th house in the sign of Leo, which is about personal philosophy and all that. So so that was a time of communicating your personal philosophies, focusing on how you interact with people, and if there are disagreements regarding your beliefs and all that, this is a time to stay a little bit more patient in terms of how you communicate your belief system with others. And on the 9th of September, Mercury enters 10th house. So this is a time of communication, especially around your profession, your personal goals, your professional goals as well, your business goals. So here you're making decisions, interacting with authority figure. There are potential career advancement. There could be conflict with superiors as well during this time, and there could be a risk to your reputation. So it's very important what you're communicating and how you're communicating, and you're not being defensive where your personal philosophy is concerned, and you're not unnecessarily disagreeing with others where your philosophy or the way you come across, your perception and all that is concerned. So it's important to stay balanced and accommodate different viewpoints as well, Sagittarius. There's going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces on the 17th of September, which is going to be in your 4th house. Now, 4th house is the house of your home and family matters. It's a house of your emotions and feelings.
So here there's going to be massive shift going forward in your fourth house. So significant changes can be expected. There may be home changes, you may be relocating, there could be some sort of changes around your family matters. It could lead to an addition of a new family member, maybe more children, whatever that might be. So there can be some sort of changes around your home matters over the next 18 months, because the eclipses will be on the Pisces and Virgo axis starting January 2025. So you can expect some sort of shift where your emotions are concerned, your feelings are concerned, and your external reputation is concerned. You are more focused on your internal world, your inner world, your family, and less concerned how you come across externally to the rest of the world, basically. So you're more concerned with what you feel inside and not as much worried about the external facade. And if you're worried about the external facade, Sagittarius, this is time to release that and connect with your emotions and feelings and what fulfills you within Sagittarius. Now, on the 22nd of September, Sun enters Libra in your 11th house, thus starting the Libra season. Now, Venus also enters Scorpio on the same day, on the 22nd of September, in your 12th house. So the first 3 weeks of September, Venus is moving through the sign of Libra in your 11th house. So there's a lot of focus in your 11th house. Now, 11th house is the house of your social circle. It's the house of your friend circle. So there's a lot of energy around that. So you're connecting with friends, social groups, and you're able to connect with others in a more positive way. That's what you are looking at. So here is a good time to connect, make friends, and also, focus on your future aspirations as well, what you want to do going forward, Sagittarius. And when Venus enters Scorpio in your 12th house, here you may want to rest and recuperate and focus on your emotions. You may be more attracted to people as well who are emotionally connected with you. You want to connect with people who are emotionally available. Now, just be mindful of Venus in 12th house can make you very private, and thus can lead to loneliness as well. This can have a positive effect on your spiritual expansion, but also it may isolate you from people. It's important to stay connected and not completely go in isolation. Though isolation is very beneficial during this time, this can have a healing effect on you as well as you rest and just, gather your energies and focus on your well-being, Sagittarius. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra in your 11th house again. So again, 11th house energies is back in focus towards the end of the month of September. Here you are learning from social interactions, friends, groups, teamwork. If you have a group project or teamwork, or you're working in a group project, all these comes into focus, and your unique way of thinking will be appreciated during this time as well, Sagittarius. So just be mindful of any unrealistic ideas, or something that is too otherworldly. So it's important to stay connected, stay grounded, and stay balanced with this Libra energy. So overall, Sagittarius, in the month of September, there's going to be a lot of focus on your healing, on your emotions, the need to connect with your feelings and emotions and not worry about external reputation and public image too much. Also, your deeper connection, forming deeper connection with others, and your finances, your work and health as well, your joint resources and all that, Sagittarius. Thank you.
Hello, my lovely Capricorns. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Capricorn, in the month of September, the main focus is going to be in your 5th house matter, which is your heart's desire, the house which is the house of your heart's desire, love, romance. It's a house of your children, creativity, pleasure, and all that. And then in your 1st house, which is the house of yourself, 9th house, which is the house of your personal philosophy, your faith, the need to expand and explore, traveling and all that. Then 7th house, which is the house of relationship. 3rd house, which is the house of your communication, connections, networking. 10th house, which is the house of your career. 11th house, the house of social circle, friend circle, group projects, collaborative efforts, and all that. So the month of September, Capricorn, begins right on the 1st of September. There's a Uranus retrograde occurring in the sign of Taurus. So Uranus will turn retrograde
in the sign of Taurus, which is your fifth house. Now, Uranus is the planet of revolution, change, chaos, freedom, and all that. And fifth house is a house of your self-expression, creativity, love, romance, your children. So here there's a need to reimagine your self-expression, your creativity, your ideas, also how you have fun, how you bring romance in your life, how you connect with your children and all that, Capricorns. So this is a great time to really slow down and rethink and also reflect on all the progress that you have made while Uranus has been moving the sign of Taurus, and kind of bring some sort of changes and a sense of freedom in the way you connect with what's in your heart, basically, Capricorn. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, that has been moving in a retrograde motion through the sign of Aquarius, re-enters Capricorn for one last time until November 2024. Now, Capricorn, Pluto has been moving through your sign since 2008, and it re-enters Capricorn for one last time in your sign, in your first house, and then after November 2024 it will be back in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So Pluto entering your first house of self, your self-image, this brings an opportunity to reflect on the changes, the transformation in your sense of self-image. So how you have projected yourself, your image, how you perceive yourself, how others perceive you as well, your life direction, your physical self, your body image, and all that is going through a change. And this is an opportunity to reflect and also tap into your inner strength and power, and empower yourself to do the best for you, to have a sense of fulfillment in the way you project yourself, in your life direction and all that. So definitely a great time to rethink and re-strategize how you are projecting yourself, your self-image and all that, Capricorn. Now, on the 2nd of September itself, there's a new moon in the sign of Virgo in the 9th house. So 9th house is a house of personal philosophy. And with this new moon in the sign of Virgo, there's a need for a feeling of security, and it's related to bringing order and clarity. So in your 9th house, which is the house of personal philosophy, your viewpoint, how you see the world, how you perceive the world, your perception and all that is up for renewal. So here you can bring new energy, set new intention, maybe travel as well if you can. This is a good time to travel as well and experience and bring in new experiences in your life, or it could be a mental travel as well. It doesn't have to be a physical travel, it can be a mental exploration as well, Capricorn. Now, Mars enters Cancer on the 4th of September in your 7th house, which is a house of relationship. So here you're more focused and more assertive in your relationship and social interaction. Just be cautious of any disagreements and conflict where relationship is concerned, because Mars brings a lot of energy. It brings energy to move things forward, but it also can bring conflicts and unnecessary chaos. So just be mindful of how you maneuver your relationship during this time, Capricorn. Now, Mercury enters Virgo in your 9th house on the 9th of September. So the first 9 days of September, Mercury is moving through your 8th house, in the sign of Leo. So 8th house is a house of shared resources, deeper connection and all that. So with the 8th house energy, with Mercury in the 8th house, you are exploring hidden aspects of your life, of yourself, of your psyche and all that. So here, there may be some sort of, obsessive thoughts as well regarding, or maybe self-doubt as well regarding how you are moving forward, regarding your finances as well. But on the 9th of September, as Mercury enters Virgo in your 9th house, here there's an opportunity to interact with different sort of people, also expand your viewpoint and express your viewpoint as well. So this is a good time to even learn something new, and connect with different viewpoints, people with from different cultures, and also a great time to write, to publish, and to interact with people of different faith and other cultures. Now, on the 17th of September, there's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces in your 3rd house. Now, Capricorn, lunar eclipse is all about, culmination. It's about releasing old energy. So so there's a culmination. So there's an ending of old patterns, past patterns, and you're becoming more aware of yourself, and more connected to your spiritual expansion and growth. So there's something going to come to an end, especially around your mindset and thought process, that will help you shift and reevaluate how you connect and how you communicate. So there can be shift in relationship, in your environment, or something in your network that helps you understand better and thus communicate better going forward, Capricorn. Now, on the 22nd of September, Sun enters Libra, thus starting the Libra season, and which is your 10th house. Now, Libra energy is strong in the month of September because Venus has been moving in the sign of Libra in your 10th house the first 3 weeks of September, and then on the 22nd of September, Venus enters Scorpio in your 11th house. So the first 3 weeks of September, there's a strong Libra energy, and then obviously rest of the month as well with Sun entering Libra. Now Libra is your 10th house. So 10th house is the house of your career, your vocation, your public image, your reputation, your relationship with authority figures and all that. So there's going to be a lot of focus on that. Now with Venus moving through your 10th house the first 3 weeks, this is a good time to project yourself in a positive way, especially with authority figures, or to boost your public image. So this is a good time to impress others with the way you come across, or get noticed, or win accolades, or achievements. All these can be accomplished during this time with this Venus in the 10th house, because it gives a very positive image. Venus in 10th house gives a very positive, pleasing, harmonious image. So this is a great time to really express yourself, and also your career. If you're not happy with anything, where you're heading, Capricorn, this is a good time to reevaluate that as well, and connect with what you find fulfilling. With Sun entering Libra in your 10th house on the 22nd of September, and then until 22nd of November, there's going to be a lot of focus on your career, on your public image, your reputation, your way in the world, your life direction and all that. Now, on the 22nd of September, when Venus enters 11th house in the sign of Scorpio, you're connecting more with friends and social group and teamwork, or new organization, maybe new group projects, new work environment. So you're able to connect better during this time with other people with this Venus energy in your 11th house. So this is also a good positive harmonious energy. Now on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra in your 10th house. So again, there's a lot of focus on your career, on your reputation, on your on your life direction, your profession, your business and all that. So you're very busy with communication around your profession, Capricorn, and this is a good time to make decisions, interact with authority figures. If there are any conflicts with superiors, or there's a risk to your reputation, this is a good time to use this Sun in Libra energy to really bring focus and some sort of harmony around how you're projecting yourself, how you're being perceived, and the personal goals, professional goals, business goals that you have, to push those forward, Capricorn. So definitely a great time to focus on how you come across, Capricorns. So overall, Capricorn, the month of September is going to be all about how you express yourself, how you communicate, your relationship with others, your authority figures, your friends, your personal philosophy, your reputation, and yourself as well, and your self-image, your health, and how you move forward in life, Capricorn. Thank you. Hello, my lovely Aquarius. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Aquarius, in the month of September, for you, the main focus is going to be in your 4th house, which is your home and family environment, your 12th house, which is your, subconscious self, your healing, your well-being, your mental health, the need to rest and rejuvenate and all that. And then your 8th house, which is the house of shared resources and shared value system and, deeper connections and all that. Then your 6th house, which is the house of your work and health and your daily life, routines, habits, schedules, and all that. Then the focus is also in your second house, which is your house of your finances, your resources, your value system. Then on your ninth house, which is your personal philosophy, and then 10th house, which is the house of your career, your profession, your business, your reputation, your image, your way in the world, Aquarius. So the month of September begins right straight on the 1st of September. Uranus turns retrograde in the sign of Taurus in your fourth house. Now, Uranus is all about revolution and change and freedom and innovation and all that. And here it's turning retrograde in your fourth house of home and family matter. So here there's a need to reflect on your sense of security, your emotions, your well-being, your feelings, your home and inner world, your address, your home, your house, where you physically live, also your family matters, all that. So you may seek some sort of freedom where your home matters are concerned. There may be a lot of changes, a lot of movement around during this time, or there can be some sort of chaos and instability around your home matters as well, or you seek space and freedom in your home matters. Whenever Uranus is moving through the fourth house or is in fourth house, it seeks a lot of freedom in home environment. You need space for yourself in your personal world. So your inner world definitely is up for reflection during this time, and there's a need to slow down as well, Aquarius. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, that has been moving in a retrograde motion in the sign of Aquarius, re-enters Capricorn for one last time in your 12th house. Now, Aquarius, Pluto has been moving through the sign of Capricorn since 2008. So it has been moving through your 12th house since then. Now, 12th house is a house of your subconscious self. It's a house of imagination, inspiration, spirituality. Also the house of, self-limiting patterns, ingrained behavior, self-sabotaging patterns and all that. Traumas, well-being, healing and all that. So with Pluto moving through your 12th house, there's a lot of transformation occurring in these areas. Now with Pluto retrograde, there's an opportunity to reflect on these changes that you have experienced since 2008 and tap into your inner strength and power and empower yourself and focus on your well-being during these 3 months from September to November, when Pluto, is moving through Capricorn for one last time. And then after November, it will move back in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Then the focus will be on you because Pluto will be in your first house. So there's going to be a lot of transformation in your sense of self, Aquarius, for the next 20 years. So this is a good opportunity to rest and rejuvenate and release any limiting patterns, transform your mindset, your subconscious patterns. If you need any therapy or some sort of help which can help you move forward and really bring you out of any self-limiting concerns or behavior or traumatic past patterns or anything of that sort, this is a good time to seek that help, seek that support, Aquarius. Now, on the 2nd of September, there's going to be a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your 8th house. Now, 8th house is a house of shared resources and shared values and deeper connections, debts and loans and other people's finances, social finances, transformation, and all that. So with a Virgo new moon, there's a desire for a feeling of security. And you need some order and clarity with this Virgo energy. So you need order and clarity and feeling of security. Some sort of new start, fresh, setting new intentions around these matters where your shared finances are concerned, Aquarius. Other people's money are concerned, and how you're valued by other people are concerned, and forming these deeper connections are concerned. So you are seeking some security through that with this new moon in Virgo on the 2nd of September. Now, Mars will enter Cancer on the 4th of September in your 6th house. Now, Mars in the 6th house brings a lot of focus on your daily routine, your work and your health. So it can be a very busy time. You're very productive during this time. And it's good to find ways to channel your energy as well, especially when it comes to your routine, your schedules, your habits,
work, your health, and all that. So this is a good time to, engage in some sort of physical activity, maybe health related exercise, workout, diet related, or just, sort out your daily schedule in a better way, because Mars will give you a lot of focus, a lot of drive, motivation to become more productive and more organized, Aquarius. Now, Mercury will enter Virgo in your 8th house on the 9th of September. So, this brings focus or need to explore your hidden aspects of yourself, basically. So, 8th house is your psychological side, your psyche as well. So, here you are definitely looking into your inner self, your resources as well, because 8th house is the house of resources, shared resources, other people's money, social finances, and all that. So if there are any debt to clear or repay, this is a good time to look into those. They can be obsessive thoughts as well. Mercury in the 8th house can give obsessive thoughts. It's important to be cautious of not overthinking during this time, and consult with others if you are in doubt or if you're not able to understand something. It's very important to have those conversations, find clarity and order in your thinking with this Virgo energy. Now, on the 17th of September, there is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces in your 2nd house. So it's your finances, house of your income, your money making capabilities, your resources, your value system, your sense of self-worth, all that. There's a lunar eclipse. Now, a lunar eclipse in Pisces is all about culmination, awareness, especially of your past patterns or limiting patterns, and become aware of yourself in order to, shift energies and bring something new moving forward. So any eclipse brings massive shift. And with lunar eclipse, these massive shifts are due to endings. So here there are some sort of endings where your 2nd house energy is concerned. So there can be a shift in your value system or financial matters. You may be releasing outdated ideas about how you make money or what resources means to you, possession means to you, because at the end of the day, Aquarius, it's not about how you physically own something. It's more about the qualities that you have within and your personal value, and to establish a sense of self, a sense of self-worth away from material things. More connect with your spiritual side, because Pisces is about connecting with spiritual side, growing yourself spiritually. So this shift in perspective can lead to spiritual growth going forward, Aquarius. Now, Sun enters Libra on the 22nd of September, and on the same day Venus enters Scorpio as well. So the focus of Libra and Scorpio is in your 9th and 10th house. Now, Venus is moving through the sign of Libra the first 3 weeks of September. So the focus is in your 9th house to begin with. A lot of focus in your 9th house in the month of September. So it's going to be a lot about experiencing new energies, expanding mentally and physically as well in terms of traveling or connecting with people. 9th house is the house of personal philosophy, your faith, your viewpoint. So here there's going to be a lot of focus on how you're connecting with others and others' viewpoints and all that. Because with Venus moving through the 9th house, you want to explore more and you want to maybe go on an adventure. And this can be an actual travel, or it can just be a mental pursuit as well. So you want something during this time that gives you freedom. Maybe people, want to connect with people that gives you a sense of freedom as well with this 9th of energy, so that you can explore, and expand your mindset and your faith and your philosophy going forward, Aquarius. So definitely with the 9th house energy, Libra energy, it's all about finding balance in your philosophy and connecting with other people and their viewpoint as well. Now, when Venus moves in the sign of Scorpio on the 22nd of September in your 10th house, there is an opportunity for positive influence in your reputation, in your career, how you project yourself, your professional goals, your business goals, and all that. This is a good time to get noticed. Your public image will be boosted immensely. You'll come across more charismatic, more charming during this time, Aquarius. So definitely a great time to definitely a great time to push yourself forward, not be afraid of the limelight, and really project yourself in a positive, stable way. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra. Again, your 9th house is back in focus. in the month of October as well, the first 3 weeks of October. Again, the Libra energy is back for you, Aquarius, and your ninth house energy is back. So here with Mercury in Libra, the focus is on learning. It's on interacting with people who help you expand your mindset, your viewpoint, your perception. So it's important to communicate your viewpoint in a balanced way, because there is a possibility of disagreements based on your faith. So it's important to enhance your viewpoint and connect with others' viewpoint as well, and have more patience towards what others have to say, Aquarius. So overall, in the month of September, is going to be all about your feelings, your inner world, your need to heal, your need to release self-limiting patterns, your resources, your finances, your work, your health, your personal philosophy, your career goals, your reputation, and all that, Aquarius. Thank you.
Hello, my lovely Pisces. Welcome to your September 2024 monthly astrology reading. Now, Pisces, in the month of September, for you, the main focus is going to be in your third house, which is a house of communication and connection and your network. Also, your 11th house, which is the house of social interaction, your groups, friends, your group project, collaborative efforts, and all that. Also, your 7th house, which is the house of interaction, social interaction, relationship, partnership, business partnership, personal partnership, and all that. 5th house, which is the house of your what's in your heart, your heart's desire, your creativity, your self-expression, children, and all that. Also, your 1st house, which is the house of yourself, your self-image, how you project yourself. And then your 8th house of shared resources and shared finances and deeper connection, and the house of transformation and house of debt and loan and social finances and all that. And also 9th house, which is the house of your personal philosophy, your faith, your perception, your viewpoint, and also the need to expand your mindset and connect with other people's viewpoint as well. So Pisces, straight up on the 1st of September, the month begins with Uranus turning retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which is your 3rd house. Now, Uranus is the planet of revolution. It's a planet of change. It's a planet of chaos, erratic behavior. It's a planet of freedom and also instability. So with Uranus turning retrograde in your 3rd house, there is a focus on the way you communicate and connect, Pisces. So you are rethinking and reworking how you communicate, how you interact with others, people in your immediate environment, how you process your thoughts, your mindset, your outlook, how you share information, how you share ideas with others. All these are up for review. There's a need to rework and re-strategize how you communicate and how you present your viewpoint, Pisces. Now, on the 2nd of September, Pluto, which is moving in a retrograde motion in the sign of Aquarius, re-enters Capricorn in your 11th house. Now, Pisces, Pluto has been moving through your 11th house in the sign of Capricorn since 2008. So there has been a lot of transformation changes happening in your 11th house since then. Now, 11th house is the house of your friend circle. It's the house of your social circle. It's the house of your group projects, collaborative effort, your hopes and wishes, your aspirations, and all that. So here again in the month of September, Pluto re-enters Capricorn for one last time until November 2024. And then after November 2024, it will leave Capricorn once and for all and will enter Aquarius for the next 20 years. So you have these 3 months, Pisces, to rework your plan around your social circle, around your friend circle. So there's a need to reflect on your social circle, people you connect with, your friend circle, and all that. And the changes that has come about, the transformation that has come about where your friend group circle is concerned is very important here the next 3 months. So tap into your inner strength and power and empower yourself
to, have the strength to release what's not serving you and connect with what is helping you grow, Pisces. So there's going to be a lot of transformation one last time, again, where your social circle, your friend circle is concerned, Pisces. Now, on the 2nd of September, there's a new moon in the sign of Virgo in your seventh house. Now, seventh house is a house of social interaction, your connection with other people, and this can be anybody. It can be your family members, it can be your friends, it can be your co-work, it can be your partner, it can be your children, parents. Any social interaction, any one-to-one interaction is a seventh house matter. So here what's happening is with the new moon energy, there's a need for a feeling of security, and this only comes through order and clarity. So there's a need to have clear interaction with others, because there can be issues of sharing in partnership during this time. There can be a focus on that during this time. So this new moon is important for you, Pisces, in order to bring new energy in the way you interact with others, with a significant others, whether it's a spouse, a partner, your parent, friends, co-worker, whatever that might be, Pisces. It's important to interact with others in a clearer way, in a more orderly way, Pisces. Now, Mars will enter Cancer in your fifth house on the 4th of September. Now, that brings focus to your fifth house energy. Now, here there can be a need to be very expressive, very creative, because fifth house is a house of self-expression, is a house of pleasure, it's a house of your children as well. So here with Mars energy in your fifth house, you may be seeking pleasure a lot. You may want to go out and enjoy, and it's a great time to enjoy, definitely, if that's what you want to do. So enjoy yourself during this time. Just be cautious of overindulgence as you are seeking pleasure during this time, because Mars is an impulsive energy and it can lead to overindulgence as well. So it's important to find a balance, and these overindulgence can be an emotional outlet as well. So just be mindful of not going overboard. It's great to be expressive, creative, enjoying. Now, fifth house is also the house of children, so there can be a lot of activity around children if you have any. Now, Mercury enters Virgo in your seventh house on the 9th of September. So here, before 9th of September, the first 9 days of September, Pisces, for you, Mercury is moving through your sixth house, the first 9 days, and then it enters seventh house on the 9th of September. And towards the end of September, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra, which is your eighth house. So in the month of September itself, there's a lot of focus, especially around how you communicate and your thought process around your work, your health, your daily life, your schedules, your relationship, your interaction with others, your shared resources, your finances, loans, debt, and all that. So there's a lot of focus. Your mind is on these matters. Now, on the 9th of September, when Mercury enters Libra, your communication with others will increase. You want to interact more with others. You want to form relationship. Now just be careful of any disagreements or conflict in relationship during this time as well, because Virgo seeks order and clarity, but it also can be very critical of others and self. So it's important to understand what you're seeking during this time. Now, Pisces, on the 17th of September, there's a lunar eclipse in your sign, in the sign of Pisces. So your first house energy comes to focus. Now, a Pisces lunar eclipse brings massive shift. Any eclipse brings massive shift, but Pisces, being the last sign of the zodiac, brings massive shift due to endings. Now, this will lead to culmination of past patterns, and you will become a bit more aware of yourself because it's happening in your first house. So here, this can lead to a new spiritual journey or better understanding of yourself, Pisces. So here, it's very important to shift from any tendency of self-sabotaging patterns or limiting mindset. It's important to release any unrealistic expectations, of yourself and find clarity moving forward. So there will be a new understanding of yourself, but that will only come as you release past limiting pattern or understanding of yourself and any kind of interaction or connections that is limiting your perception of yourself. So this lunar eclipse is going to lead to an end of a cycle where your sense of self is concerned, and will make way for a new cycle to begin. So this is definitely a time of personal transformation, Pisces. Now the next set of eclipses are on the Virgo and Pisces axis from January 2025 for 18 months after that. So there's going to be a lot of transformation where your sense of self is concerned. So it's very important to not to self-sabotage and seek this inner understanding of yourself and where you're heading in life, and really find a balance within yourself and how you interact with other people, Pisces. So definitely a massive shift is definitely coming your way. Now 22nd of September is when Sun enters Libra. Now Libra is your 8th house. So 8th house is the house of transformation. It's a house of shared resources, shared finances. It's a house of social finance, debts and loan and all that. So with focus coming in your 8th house, you're thinking about shared finances, you're thinking about your finances in general. And on the same day, Venus enters Scorpio in your 9th house. Now, the first 3 weeks of September, Venus is moving through the sign of Libra. So your 8th house is in focus the entire month of September, which is joint resources, other people's money, social finances, from banking institution and all that, your debt, loans and all that, also any deeper connections. So all these are definitely in focus in the month of September for you, Pisces. So here, definitely with Venus moving through the 8th house, it's important to form deeper connection in a healthier way, and seek healing as well during this time. So you will be forming connections with people who will transform or bring a different kind of mindset or changes in your life the first 3 weeks of September. And on the 22nd of September, when Venus enters Scorpio in your 9th house, there's a need or desire to expand, to explore, maybe go on an adventure. And this can be a physical adventure or a mental exploration as well. So you may be physically traveling somewhere, or it just could be a mental exploration. You're expanding your personal philosophy. You also want to connect with somebody who, helps you free yourself, gives you some sort of freedom in your thinking. So that's the kind of people you want to connect, because you appreciate freedom as well going forward. And you may be attracted to people from different cultures, different background as well during this time, Pisces. Now, on the 26th of September, Mercury enters Libra in your 8th house. So again, your thinking is back on your finances. The whole month of September, there's a lot of focus on shared finances, on your need for transformation, change, and all that, where your finances are concerned, and also the value that you derive from other people or other connections. All that is going through a transformation. So here you're exploring hidden aspects of yourself. There's a mental transformation happening during this time. Just be cautious of any obsessive thoughts during this time, because you may be overly concerned about resources, or you may be spending a lot of time thinking about resources and how to improve your finances and all that. Now, Pisces, as the focus is a lot on finance in the month of September, it's important to use this energy to really get a new understanding of yourself and your potential and your personal value, your personal philosophy, because there's so much emphasis in the month of September in how you think, how you communicate, your mindset, your outlook, your social circle, how you connect with people. Are you connected with the right kind of people? Are you open to connecting with the right kind of people as well? Your heart's desire, Pisces, your self-image, your finances, and your personal philosophy, Pisces. Thank you.